I'm going to present this video a little differently today, guys. If you follow this channel for a while, you'll know that purpose is something I talk about a lot. It's one of the pillars of the channel, and it's generally something I believe in. But recently, I've been doing something different. I've been reading feedback and comments from fellow retirees. I've been listening to them, and I'm really paying attention to what retirees are saying once they finish working and transition into retirement. And the one theme that keeps coming up again and again was that people weren't struggling because they had no purpose. They were struggling because they felt pressure to find one immediately, as though it was a must-have or a retirement prerequisite. And instead of them feeling inspired, they felt pressured, almost to the point where it started to feel like another job, which is everything retirement shouldn't be. Well, one of the things I've noticed when listening to retirees is that you just don't stop working overnight. You stop the job, but the mindset hangs around, which I can certainly relate to. And that makes perfect sense, because think about it. You work for 30, 40, even sometimes up to 50 years, where your life revolves around work. It's your structure, your framework, and for many, it is their purpose. So when someone says, what's your purpose going to be, or now you need to find your purpose, it doesn't feel inspiring. It can feel like another expectation, another thing you're meant to do properly. So for many, it's like being told you still need to justify your time, which can be both exhausting and overwhelming. So here's what I've come to understand listening to retirees. Purpose in retirement isn't something you necessarily chase on day one, nor is it something you have lined up before you take the plunge into retirement. It's something that often emerges slowly, once the noise of work finally dies down and clarity takes over. Because it is a big change, a big come down. So giving yourself the time to breathe or to take stock is absolutely okay. Now, with all of that said, I do want to be clear, as I'm not saying purpose doesn't matter, because some people generally want structure. They want a mission or a new project. This is how I felt. And that's great when it comes from them. But the problem quite often is that purpose is imposed, rather than it being chosen. We tend to define purpose as something big, a role, a project, a cause, or a new pursuit. But for many retirees early on, purpose can look much quieter. It could be enjoying slow mornings without the pressure of having to be somewhere, or having a timetable chasing you around, finally being able to breathe again. Or you know what? Just simply living. And whilst that might appear quite simple, the reality is that it's deeply real. So what's apparent is that when purpose is forced, it becomes pressure. But when it's allowed, it becomes fulfillment, which at the end of the day is what really matters. And this is why I think the first phase of retirement is often misunderstood. For many people, it's not about reinvention at all. It's about decompressing and just letting go and freeing yourself of the pressure and urgency. And if nothing else, simply allowing yourself to do less. And what I also keep hearing is this. A lot of retirees are surprised to discover that once the work noise fades, that contentment quickly takes over. It's not necessarily excitement every day. It's not constant super happiness. But it's just things being okay. And that turns out to be more than enough. So in wrapping things up, no, retirement doesn't need to be justified, nor does it need to be impressive. And it certainly doesn't need to turn purpose into what's effectively another job. Sometimes the most meaningful thing you can do is just to give yourself enough time and do what actually works for you. And have trust that what matters will in time reveal itself, but it will be when you're ready. So I hope that this has given you a new and different perspective of purpose. It certainly has for me. So please feel free to leave your thoughts and comments. And if you've enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.